So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do low dye taping, which is great for plantar fasciitis or a plantar fascial tear. This is something that can be used instead of orthotics or with orthotics. So the goal is for you to be able to have someone tape you at home. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a strap for the patient to hold their foot into position. So take a long piece of your tape, and this is Zonas tape. Johnson & Johnson is not getting any money for this, but Zonas tape is my favorite brand. It sticks better, and it's easier to tear with your fingers. It's also porous. So take your strip of Zonas tape, then you're going to fold it in half. And what we've made is a strap that is not actually going to stick to her toe. So she's going to hold on to that. She's going to dorsiflex the toe using the strap. Then what we're going to do is put the ankle in subtalar neutral, and some of you may not know what that is, but basically you want the ankle straight. You do not want it inverted or everted. So the next thing you're going to do is put the anchors down. The anchor gives the tape something to stick to. We want the anchors to go around the foot, but not totally touching on the top. If it totally touches on the top, then they put their foot down. When the foot spreads, then it's a little uncomfortable. So we're going to worry about holding this tape on the top down later. The other thing you can think about is when you're putting your socks on, you want to minimize the number of edges that the sock is going to catch on when you're sliding your sock on. So if I do it like that, then there's only one edge for the sock to catch on as you're putting your socks on. The next thing is that we're going to do the tape that's really going to hold up the arch now. And you're always going to go from outside to inside. So we're going to start from the base of the fifth. We're going to come around the back of the heel, and then we're going to land on the base of the fifth again on this side. You can see why you want to be able to tear the tape with your hands, because that would be kind of a mess if I had to use scissors. Now what it's using is it's using your heel as the counterpoint to hold up your weight. So when we're putting the tape on, you want to make sure you stagger this. If you line them all up exactly the same, it's going to put a lot of pressure right there at that edge. So we're going to do 2 of these that go from the fifth to the fifth, and then I'm going to stagger that down, and then it's going to come back around to the fifth. And so what we're talking about is the base of the fifth toe. The next one we're going to do is we're going to go 2 first to the first. Again, we got to go outside to inside, and we're going to stagger that. Now before I go too far, I want to point out this little hole right here. If you leave any little holes like this or like this, those are what's going to cause a blister and make your tape uncomfortable. So be sure that when you're doing your tape, even if you just have to put another piece on later, that you completely have all the little holes filled. So I'm going to do another one of my tapes from the first to the first, again staggering it around the back, and then coming back to the first. Okay, so one of the things that I can do to cover that hole is actually on my anchors, I'm going to run it down just a little bit further so that I cover the hole. And then again, we're starting from this bottom direction and heading up so that you only have one leading edge that can catch your sock or your shoe when you're putting it on. And so you're going to cover up all the edges that you just used. You really don't have to use 4. I often will just use 2 pieces of tape for that, because remember that you still have to get this foot in a shoe, so that if you have too much tape on there, it'll be a lot of bulk and harder to get into the shoe. So go ahead and let go of that, and let's look at here at the top of the foot now where we have this little gap. So go ahead and stand on the ground. And now at this point the tape may be pulling as her foot spread, and this would be the time that you would want to just take a little piece of tape and run it across the top there to keep the tape from peeling off, but also has allowed her foot to spread. So go ahead and turn your foot so that we can see your arch. Yep. And then this is what's going to hold up the arch. How's that feel? So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 703-723-7726. If you'd like some help with Lodi taping, you can certainly come in and we'll be able to show you how to do it in the clinic. Just bring your friend that is going to be the one who tapes for you. It's a fantastic way to relieve the pressure on the plantar fascia. If you like this video, please check out our other videos. We've got over 100 videos on our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook or check us out on Instagram.